All right. So there's been a bombshell in the hip hop industry, right? Apparently, Nicki Minaj just fired one of her publicists. There's a few things to take away from this, right? When you're rich and you're famous and you're giving people around you access to, a luxurious Hollywood style lifestyle, and they're seeing things they'd never see otherwise. When you cut them off from that, right, what do you expect to happen? Okay, I think this is why, like, most people try to keep their inner circles amongst close friends and family once they really make it, just because you have to have a high level of trust in order to keep your secrets from getting out. Now, I took a glance at some of these and it's crazy. Okay, I haven't even gone through all of them. I haven't even gone through half of them. So you're gonna be learning about this as I learn about it. We're about to go through the screenshots, but there's a few more things to take away before we get started. This woman, she claims to be an executive at Republic Records. Nicki has already confirmed that it's somebody that she fired, but this profile picture that she's using on all of her social media handles, she's using a fake name, Kate Miller. That is not her real name, and the thumbnail that she's using on all of her social media handles, which are being deleted en masse. She got on Twitter, they knocked her off. She got on Instagram, they knocked her off. She got on Facebook, they knocked off all of her shit, which means either Nicki made a phone call or the shit that she was posting was true. But once anything's posted to the internet, it's there forever. And we got the screenshots. Now, the woman in the thumbnail, her real name is Megan Feldman Betancourt. She's a published author, and as far as I know, she has nothing to do with this. I think she just picked the most random white woman that she can find to throw herself off, which leads me to believe she might be black. And Nicki, she tends to hire members of the LGBTQ community, so it might even be a man. Who knows? But let's get into this, and like I told you guys, we're learning about this together. So the first one says, I am Onika, which is Nicki Minaj's real name. I am Onika ex-assistant who she fired for absolutely no proof of fraud with her bank account. I'm exposing all files I have from working for her, along with the voice messages she sent to me regarding many different people, not just Cardi B. So that's just getting started. The next one, she tags Nicki and she says, let's talk about you sending Robert Samuels $75,000 for Freaky Girl Abundance on the charts, but your fans love dissing Payola. You won't sue, and you know why. I have it all on video. For example, when Kenneth pushed you off that lodge, Meek isn't the only abuser. So she's saying that Nicki paid $75,000 to a man named Robert Samuels. This guy, Robert Samuels, who's, I guess, supposed to be some type of music executive. Nicki paid him $75,000, and this song Abundance was pushed in on the radio. I have your tax refunds from 2021. When are we gonna tell the Barbs you've owed the IRS $173 million since 2016? Renting homes is always the go-to for the Minaj residents. So I don't know what she's trying to say here. There ain't no way she's trying to hint that Nicki's broke. If you owe the IRS $173 million, she's at least made double that. And as far as renting homes, that would be foolish if Nicki Minaj is making that kind of money and she's still renting out mansions and shit. Then she tags Bia and she says, tell them what happened at that mansion. The things that your husband said to me when you weren't around still gives me chills. And as a woman, I'm going to deal with that on my own time. But you both are sick and meant for each other. Now, here we go. There was a lot of, sick allegations surrounding Nicki Minaj about 2 or 3 years ago. Her husband's a convicted sexual predator. He's a sex offender. One of her brothers was accused of the same thing, and there was a lot of stuff circulating online about her being, sympathetic to sexual predators and the like. And I guess this is what she's trying to hint there, like, no, Nicki, you're just as sick as the people around you. Then she says, isn't Pink Restoration scheduled for August 23rd? Oops, my bad. So she leaked the release date and the name for Nicki's next album. That is a potential. That's something that can certainly get her sued, because that right there alone is going to sabotage Nicki's release date. There's going to be so many knockoff accounts and fake versions of the music and all of this. Like it opens the door for so much bullshit once people on the internet know the name of the album and the release date. And then on top of that, who's to say Cardi B doesn't decide to drop the same day and sabotage everything Nicki's been working on for the last couple of years? That right there probably cost Nicki. And I knew she wasn't planning on releasing the name. I didn't even know she had an album coming out. And surprise albums have been doing surprisingly well for bigger name artists. So I'm not gonna post clips so you can sue me for everything I have, sweetheart. So she's not gonna leak any of the music. Yikes. Why are you keep associating yourself with Wayne and Drake? It's not loyalty, but we'll save that for another day. So I guess she's hinting that Wayne and Drake aren't loyal to her, and but she still wants to be associated with them. I can see that about Drake, because I can't remember what award show it was at, but Drake got on stage and was just giving Cardi B her flowers, and he was acting like, Cardi B was such an inspiration to him on a world stage, and I know that could not have sat well with Nicki. Wayne, I'm not sure what he did, but it has to have something to do with Cardi B, because that's been Nicki's arch nemesis for the last couple of years now. I've never done coke. I never judged drug addicts, but this woman's name belongs in the dictionary as hypocrite. There's been a lot of rumors. It seems like she's hinting that all of the rumors and bullshit that we've been hearing about Nicki the last couple of years are, the way she's presenting it, like all of it's true. Because there was a lot of rumors about Nicki being a powderhead. There was a lot of rumors about Nicki being high in giraffe boogers, So she's hinting that Nicki has a drug problem. And just for the record, like, this is slander, this is defamation, everything under the sun. Nicki can sue her, but maybe this woman doesn't have anything to lose, especially, with her primary source of income being gone. It says, Doja begged you to do Woman and get into it, but you told her I'm working on the album. No, you don't want to work with her because of Roger Adams and what he did to your career in 2012. Doja shouldn't be punished because you can't handle your mouth. So apparently she lipped off to Roger Adams, and he put her career on pause until she linked up with Young Money. And Nicki apparently doesn't forgive or forget. The Carters don't associate with you because of Kenneth, but that's not the only reason. I was there when he told you about the documents with your brother and why him and B were no longer associating with you. So apparently, back to what I said about pedophiles being in Nicki Minaj's orbit, she's saying that that's the reason that Jay-Z and Beyonce don't want nothing to do with her. You and Ari fell out in 2020 because of what Kenneth said about Frankie when you visited them after the wedding. Let's not forget the blogs were on this, and I'm not the first to report this. So she and Ari Fletcher fell out behind her husband. Then she tags Megan Thee Stallion and says, "Tell it please." Okay, now this is a bar she's quoting from Nicki. It says, "I never fucked Wayne. I never fucked Drake. Everyone in the industry has the video." Lord have mercy. So you mean to tell me that there's a video in the industry floating around of of some sex tape. Remember, there were rumors that Waka Flocka and Gucci Mane ran a train on her. There was rumors about Drake and Wayne running a train on her. I am not saying that any of that shit is true. I'm just telling you, the shit we all seen on Instagram and on the T blogs from time to time, and this chick is verifying damn near 100% of the rumors. And according to her, there's a video that everyone has. She's implying that it's a sex tape that involves Wayne and Drake. It says, when Megan got shot, you and Tay laughed and claimed she was lying as soon as it came out. And the fact that you dissed her in We Go Up proves this. I think everybody believes that Megan is lying, because the story just changed so many damn times. And, I just don't understand how it went from bullet fragment to glass to this and that. I have a bullet wound in my foot, and Megan would have been on crutches. Megan wouldn't have been able to walk, and it would have been 2 wounds if she did get shot. But I'd never believe Megan. That's just me personally. And for Nicki to assert the same thing, I think she laughed because it's like that scene from Harlem Nights. But whatever. I don't think nobody really takes the whole Megan Tory thing seriously. We're just waiting to see what the evidence is going to be. Did Tory really pull the damn trigger? Aside from that, I don't think nobody takes that seriously. Because how am I doing this for clout? I never directly mentioned Nicki. I only spoke my truth and my experiences. It just happened to get to the media. Social media. The non-disclosure I signed with Kent, Nicki's publicist, never said I couldn't speak on what went on, just that I couldn't publish documents, photos, videos, files, etc. Therefore, I won't post any of it, but she knows it's the truth, and that's why she isn't responding. When we don't comply, she threatens. The Barbs are so delusional and fooled that they'll believe anything she says. Wow. Then she publishes Nicki's phone number. Says, isn't this your old number you used to target Jennifer with? Black said he was gonna have his way with her. Sheesh. 310, isn't that a California area code? Says, Rihanna was only at your photo shoot to see Papa Bear. She hasn't been able to stand you since 2016, and it's because of your bitterness. Why would Nicki be bitter towards Rihanna? As far as I know, unless it's true what these rumors that she's trying to verify, unless it's true that Nicki really had something going on with Drake, that could be I could see where that would cause some tension between her and Rihanna. But I'm surprised Rihanna's been dragged into this. Then she tags Asian Doll, and she tells her she's proving that they had a messenger conversation, and she's saying, Asian the Brat, tell them what was discussed on that phone call. How many Barbs can testify that they've been paid directly from Minaj's attorney to spew certain narratives? Let's speak on that since I'm clout chasing. Nicki Minaj, I will not take your money. Stop sending these people to contact me. So it sounds like now Nicki's trying to pay her off. Why would you just up and fire somebody who knows this much about you and expect them not to spaz out? It's saying if Nicki's offering her money, I believe that what she's dishing out is true. Says, you saw Meek kick his sister the night of the damn Philly tour, right? How is that so when you were spotted with Drake partying in Live in Miami? So now she's implying that Nicki Minaj cheated on Meek Mills with Drake. And that, for years, I've been wanting to know what started the beef between two of my favorite rappers, between Meek and Drake, and I suspected it had something to do with Nicki Minaj. Here it is. She cheated on Meek with Drake in Miami. Lord have mercy. I wonder how Meek's gonna respond to all of this. She says, I'm doing this because I am tired. I want people to know how much of a sick individual this woman is. Nicki Minaj, if you want to speak to me, you have my lawyers on speed dial. Everything Remy Ma ever said was true, and y'all dismissed her like a joke. What did Remy say? I don't even remember. I got No Frauds on my phone because it's one of my favorite beats, but I don't even remember how Sheether went. I listened to it that one time, and everybody listened to it because everybody know Remy get down. Was it gonna go there? Like Nicki's not like no street chick, so if put it like this, if that had been Remy that day that Cardi B threw that shoe at her, it wouldn't have been no shoes flying. It would have been hands or bullets or something along them lines. And that's why I tuned in, just because we know how Remy living. But I don't remember really anything that was said in Sheether, but No Frauds was a hit. She paid both Cupcake and Lady LeSure to lie and say Atlantic Records approached them and offered them money to diss her. And then she posted this brief Q&A, so now the fans get to ask this lady questions, or Nicki's fans, Nicki's ops. It ain't nothing but Barb's and Barty gang up in there. Says, did she know her husband was a rapist prior to them getting married? She knew and she did not care. Does she pay the Shade Room? She recently started to. So Shade Room is they chasing the bag, you know what I mean? And that goes to let out everybody know. For those of you wondering how much it costs to get onto the Shade Room, it costs Nicki Minaj money. And you talking about damn near 30 million people that you're gonna be reaching messing with the Shade Room. So maybe that's why the Shade Room hasn't been posting bad shit about Nicki like they used to. Did Meek ever beat on her? These are Barb's. If they're asking questions like this, these are Barb's in the chat. Says yes, he's not the only one to do so. So she's asserting that Nicki is a victim of domestic violence. And I think this is more to try to turn the public against men she's dated in the past and her current husband. Says, did she buy her ring? Kenneth is an executive in the industry, so he makes money. Not as much as Nicki, clearly, but he can afford the ring. So, I'm sure everybody is probably thinking like, Nicki's like a Madonna or Britney Spears or Jennifer Lopez, who, make all of these millions and millions, and they get them a little fling and they foot the bill and provide the lifestyle and everything. But apparently Kenneth Petty makes his own money, and if he's an executive in the industry, he was probably a millionaire already. Is it true she slept around in the industry? Yes, she slept with every big rapper back in her underground days. So I think Nicki hinted at this in Moment for Life. Moment for Life is I think when I became a fan of Nicki, because she was letting it all out and just expressing how she was tired of trying to survive, and how she had finally made it. She'd found her moment and she was going to take it, and she wasn't looking back. I don't think that's nothing to judge her for. Says, why now? Why out her dirty deeds now? I've been in a non-disclosure agreement this entire time, and I recently got a lawyer who's experienced with NDAs, and I was explained the limits. Does her team compare her and her stats to other female rappers? They do compare her with Cardi B and Doja Cat. Why are they comparing her to Doja Cat? I do not know. Does she has a diss track prepared? No. Does Nicki really write her music? Mostly, yes. And I'm glad that was verified, because I had this discussion with one of my brothers about Nicki's lyrical prowess. I think she's one of the greatest of all time, seeing as she slaughtered Kanye on his own track. She's the only person I ever heard to slaughter Eminem on his own track, who who's a living legend because he slaughters people on their own tracks. So to know that Nicki writes her rhymes, she needs to be recognized promptly and immediately, because everybody has writers. I heard even Drake has writers. As a matter of fact, what's that girl? She's got the sister Mia G. I can't remember her name. The Asian girl, I heard she's one of Drake's ghostwriters, and all of her music has been hits, and she hasn't even released much. But to know that Nicki writes her own stuff is great news. Is her and Ariana still friends? They are mutual, but Ariana knows Rem is gonna decline if she associates with Nicki, and she's smart to do so. Is she scared to flop in this era? Yes. Yeah, if you flopping in the digital era and you're exposed to 100 and something million people on a daily, you have a right to be afraid to flop. But I mean, Nicki, as Nicki, especially being the talented lyricist that she is, having access to good beats and all of that, she should be fail proof at this point. But who knows? Does Cardi B have a diss track towards Nicki? Yes, it has been in the vault since 2019. Okay, now if Cardi drops that diss track, it's gonna break the internet. Cardi's been turning a new leaf. She ain't the Cardi that she was in 2016, 2017. So I don't think we'll ever hear that. But in the event that it does drop, the internet, that's going to be the only song on the internet. Why did her and Megan fall out? Why? So Megan does a collaboration with Cardi B. Nicki didn't like that, especially with it being such a humongous record. She's not feeling that, and now her and Megan Thee Stallion are no longer friends. Now, this is the one that was surprising to me. Is Tasha K on her payroll? Yes. Now, the reason that this is big news is because if this woman can provide evidence that Nicki Minaj was paying Tasha K to make all of those videos about Cardi B that won her that defamation lawsuit, Nicki's head could be on the chopping block in a defamation lawsuit. And if Tasha K is on her payroll, another problem that would present is where is Cardi B's money? Because if Nicki's paying you in the millions, you got the millions. You know what I mean? This is gonna prompt calls to investigate any financial dealings between Nicki Minaj and Tasha K to figure out how much money did she pay her, what was it for, and does Tasha have it? Because Tasha popularized a new hashtag, I ain't got it. And if you're on Nicki Minaj's payroll, you got it. Does she have a problem with Ari Fletcher? Not directly, but she will sabotage certain deals when it comes to Tay's schedule. Has Cardi B reached out to her before? Yes, Cardi has reached out to her to make up twice, the last time being in 2020. We ain't never gonna hear that diss track. Like I said, Cardi's turning a new leaf. Even when she beat Tasha K in the defamation trial, she said that she was sad about that. Having to go against another woman, specifically another black woman. And Cardi's just not on that. And but you can trigger her talking about her kids. She's a damn mama bear, you know what I mean? Solomon once said that you'll be wiser to snatch a baby cub feeding on a mama bear to engage a fool in his folly. Solomon was saying, don't entertain stupid people when they're doing stupid shit. But the closest danger to that is fucking with that mama bear. And any mama bear, you'll see a sight you'll never forget. Aside from that, Cardi's a good person. Arrogant Tay, Uncle Ma'am. And for those of you who don't know, Arrogant Tay is a LGBTQ person. Uncle Ma'am, please stop blowing up my phone. You should be focused on Young Thug. Didn't Nicki help you link with him? Oh, wow. Wow. Now, I hope she's saying like as a stylist. Young Thug has a beautiful wife to be. And if it gets out that he's on the low, as that's another one of those rumors that's been circulating ever since he put on that damn Cinderella dress, that him and Arrogant Tay got something going on, he might be better off in jail. I will be calling Nicki soon. I can't record all of it, but I'll get little snippets for legal reasons. Riri or B? A Rihanna collab is in talks and Beyonce doesn't want to be associated with Nicki due to Kenny. Has Nicki Minaj ever said any good things about Cardi? Never. Nicki's got that tunnel vision. She don't like your ass, that's it. Is Kenny homophobic? They put homophonic. Yes, he hates Tay and Tay always feels uncomfortable. Oh man, that's funny. What song lyric did she diss Megan in? The song she did with Wayne and Drake last year. Does Nicki Minaj dislike Tinashe? Tinashe and Nicki have a record called Stash, which actually has a full video to it, but it never got released because of Tinashe label issues, but Nicki doesn't have any issues towards her. Did Cardi fire Precious because she was leaking info about Cardi to the blogs and Nicki? She did. But Precious isn't the only person on Cardi's team who's leaking. Oh my God. So now this is about to cause some disruption up in Cardi's team. Like, okay, who's the leaker? Why did you delete the phone call snippet? Can we hear more? I'm gonna get in trouble. I missed that before social media deleted all of her accounts. She posted a phone conversation with Nicki and I was not made aware of this until it was too late. Did Nicki really sleep with Quavo? They were casually hooking up in 2018. So now you got a lot of celebrity bodies now. You got Wayne, Drake, and so far she's verified Quavo. So that's 3. How is Kenneth allowed around Papa Bear if he's a offender? Papa Bear is Nicki's son, and her answer is it's his child. So she slept with Wayne and Drake. What about Gucci and Waka? Gucci said they hit too. Yes, her and Gucci were hooking up casually. All this casual hooking up. She didn't verify Waka Flocka, and like I said, just like this fan is asking, this is shit we've been heard about, rumors, but you're only supposed to believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. But this is somebody in Nicki's camp saying they were casually hooking up. So I mean, normally it's rumors of bullshit most of the time, but damn, it's like every rumor we've ever heard about Nicki up to this point is being verified by this disgruntled ex-employee, and those are the ones who tell the most truth. How do we know that you are telling the truth with no hard evidence? What more evidence do you need? I obviously can't post blatant things for obvious reasons, but her blocking me shows she's bothered. And if Nicki blocked her, Nicki just ain't gonna, and this is a brand new account. She made this account this same damn day, and Nicki blocked her. So Nicki was paying attention to all of this shit the whole time, and this was just a couple hours ago. How does she really feel about Lil Baby? She uses him to appeal to the younger generation, since a lot of people see him as the Drake of this new generation. So she's soaking up clout off my boy. Do Kenny be jealous when Drake come around? Drake hasn't really came around her, but yeah, he is. I mean, how disrespectful would it be for your lady to be bringing around some dude that she used to fuck. You know what I mean? I mean, Kenny probably want to break Drake's neck. Says, what Nicki said about Culture is true or no? And Culture, that's Cardi B's daughter. Yes, but she was also high, so that plays a part. Wow. So she said Nicki got zooted and started saying whatever she said. I don't even know what she said. I just know I thought Nicki put a like on a comment that somebody else said about Culture, because when Cardi B was snapping, she was saying that like another post about my daughter, like another post. So I don't know what Nicki said. And that's the end of it, man. That was a lot. That was a ton. They scrubbed this from the internet. This chick can't get on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, none of that. And this shit might get me in trouble for even posting this. So she can't post to no social media. And it was preserved because the internet preserves everything. And here you have it, preserved on YouTube. We'll see if Nicki got any pull with YouTube. If I just mysteriously get Thanos snapped, Nicki got arms that can wrap around the world. So I got another video coming up after this that you want to stay tuned for. But if Nicki zero in and thunder snap my ass, then salute, folks. It was nice knowing you. You can always find me on the Japeka app because I own that, and she ain't Thanos snapping nothing over there. Download Japeka. Watch my movie. It's fabulous, great, and terrific. I'm a stupendous actor. Follow me on IG at Convictogram. DM me anytime. Send me tips about stories, and we'll get it covered. Till next time.